We're going to talk today about cellular phone. My specific purpose is to inform the risks associated to driving while using a cell phone and persuade to take preventive action against this action. Our thesis is cellular phones are convenient and necessary, but can we use them while driving? Did you know that studies have compared a driver taking on cellular phone with a driver under the influence of alcohol? As the number of car accidents related to cellular phone uses continues to increase, we need to become better educated on what we should do to be safe drivers. What is a cell phone? A cell phone is a wireless device used to communicate. According to Frank Lewis, an assistant professor of psychology and co-author of the study, drivers on cell phones are as bad as drunk, says that people are as impaired when they drive and talk on a cell phone as they are when they drive intoxicated at the legal blood alcohol limit of 0.08%, which is the minimum level that defines illegal drunken driving in most USA states. In this same study, 40 participants were observed driving a simulator called Patrol Slim under 4 different conditions. Driving while undistracted, using a handheld cell phone, using a hand-free cell phone, and while intoxicated to the 0.08% blood alcohol level. This study showed that compared to undistracted drivers, motorists on handheld or hand-free cell phones drove slightly slower, were 9% slower to hit the brakes, took longer to return to normal speed after braking, and were more likely to crash. 3 participants rear-ended the pace car, all were taking on cell phones, none were drunk. The drivers who were intoxicated at 0.08% level drove slower than both undistracted drivers and drivers using cell phones, but were more aggressive, followed more closely, were twice as likely to brake only for seconds before collision and hit their brakes with 23% more force. The author also mentioned that drivers on cell phones are 5.36 times more likely to get in an accident than undistracted drivers. Drivers taking on cell phones are more likely to crash because they are distracted by their conversations. An article in Medical News Today also found that conversations or influence of alcohol reduce the amount of brain activity associated with driving. ABC News also explained the same when talking about cell phones and driving. The road is simply does not mix anytime we try to perform 2 things at once, one of the performance will suffer. Years ago, a cruel joke suggested that this was a long time ago, President could not chew gum and talk at the same time, and even when he tried ourselves on being able to carry out more than one task at a time. In fact, we are the only animals that have developed high skill of multitasking. Psychologist Steve Yankees of Johns Hopkins University and his team of researchers have been using one of the most effective tools in the field of cognitive science, functional magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI. It's like when we go to the hospital. They say you need to go through the MRI. It's a study that to look inside the brain of their subject during various experiments. Different parts of the brain literally lights up, showing such things as increased blood flow when the subjects are given a different task. The evidence shows clearly that when the participants concentrate on listening, the part of the brain that controls vision became less active, and vice versa. By the year 2001, legislation to restrict cell phone use had been introduced in 40 states, including New York, who at that time became the first to impose a statewide prohibition against using handheld phones while driving. The law reads, anyone want to read this for me, please?
Any person who operates or hauls any vehicle upon any street or highway, carelessly or heedlessly, in disregard of the right of others, or in a manner that endangers the vehicle, is guilty of a misdemeanor.
That's what the law tells us. This is according to the legislature department in the government side here. Statistics show that 75% of accidents occur during clear weather conditions, and 89% of the crashes involve additional vehicles. There was no difference in accident statistics between drivers using handheld cell phone and drivers using a hand-free device. What we should do to help with this situation: do not use cellular phone while operating a vehicle. If you need to use it, stop your vehicle and talk and then continue driving. Our experience, for conclusion, shows us that even our brain, that is very sophisticated, requires focus while driving. We should only perform one task at a time, especially if the task requires more concentration. We are responsible in helping our community prevent crashes and injuries while driving. Any question?
Yes, another question. What do you think about cellular phones?
I think they are very practical. And in today's day, we really need cellular phones. We can communicate with everybody, but we should take precautions. Michael, another question?
Yes, I have a question. Why should we use cellular phones or drink alcohol while we drive?
Well, I think we should not use cellular phone because we can hurt ourselves and we can hurt the community, and we should be careful and prevent those kind of accidents that are really dangerous. Any comments? So for today, thank you so much for your attention. Have a wonderful day.